So sixth question, we'll talk about something from GS2. So question is, discuss the role of presiding officers in legislatures in maintaining order and impartiality in conducting legislative work and in facilitating best democratic practices. So it's a 15 marker. One part is the role of presiding officers in legislatures in maintaining order. Second could be in maintaining impartiality. Third could be in facilitating best democratic practices. It needn't be in that manner as well. This is just a simple way of taking using the question to arrive at the subheadings. Alternatively, it can also be the role, the limitations going forward, way forward. It can be in that manner as well. There's no hard and fast rule. It's just multiple ways. As you say, all roads lead to Rome. You can choose the road, but just have some frames in mind so that you can quickly write the answer when you're giving the mains. So introduction, again, Article 178, it's a constitutional, it's a polity question. You can start with the article, you can talk with the recent context, why in the recent event in some legislative assembly or in the Lok Sabha or somewhere, a certain event has sparked interest. You can quote the news background, the relevance, why that was in news, or you can talk about the article like Article 178 and you can start accordingly. And then conclusion, you can conclude it by going forward what more needs to be done. You can talk about recommendations by experts like Upendra Bakshi, Professor Upendra Bakshi, or talk about recommendations by any senior experts like any judges or any committees like Venkatachalaya committee or some other committee which has spoken about some changes that are needed in the institution of speaker or presiding officers in legislatures. Okay, and now in the body, like those could be suggestions like how it should be apolitical, how they can be in the UK model wherein they are not from a particular political party, or after joining they can resign, or how they like you can suggest on your own as well, or you can quote experts and then suggest their recommendations. So that is conclusion. Going forward, futuristic positive solutions. What are now how do we address the body? In the body, so as I said, I'll try to address it in terms of how what is the role of presiding officers in maintaining order, one part. So in maintaining order, like enforcing rules, procedures, like if you remember the article or something with respect to the constitution, you can add that as well. Else you can just write plain arguments as well. So there will be certain questions like this where in every question you might not get a factual example or a fact. So it is just a thumb rule that wherever possible you should try to add facts or examples to substantiate the point. But end of the day, the number of points are important. So if you don't get the required number of value addition, it's okay. Give the points wherever possible. Give value addition to substantiate. A second point could be to maintain decorum in the houses. Like and one is maintaining decorum, one is enforcing rules, including the anti-defection, including the minimum number that is needed, including neutrality, including things like not racing, the decorum of the house. Thirdly, it could be to control proceedings, like the proceedings, the different passing of laws, passing of bills, passing of like the events like question hour, things like that, ensuring that also happens in a smooth manner. Then preventing disruptions in the parliament, because end of the day in the parliament and the legislatures, state legislatures, because that is also central. Working of the legislature is central to working of democracy, because working of the legislature is how policies are discussed, policies are made, accountability is enforced on the executive, all of that. So the role of presiding officer is central to ensuring that disruptions don't erode the very idea of democracy, the very edifice of democracy, which is the legislature. And then we can talk about how presiding officers play a major role in maintaining impartiality. For example, fair allocation of times to different players, different individuals or parties, different ideas. Secondly, neutrality. For example, you can quote some example how the Bihar speaker, legislative assembly speaker played a major role in different ways to ensure that there is neutrality in terms of the different different sections, different players that are represented, or guiding legislative processes. Like sometimes the speaker is also an expert. Speaker is a very learned professional in general, and the speaker can also play a major role in advising, in guiding, in providing views, in giving expert opinion. It can also, the speaker or the presiding officer in Rajya Sabha or the assembly or councils in the states, they can also provide diverse opinion. They can encourage diverse opinion as well as they can give diverse opinions. and they can, for example, the Kerala Legislative Assembly, in the assemblies, generally the speaker generally gives more time or equitable time for different players, different alternate opinions. So in general, depending on the news event that comes to your mind, you can quote examples of facts accordingly. And then in terms of the presiding officer helping in impartiality, so we have spoken about impartiality, we have spoken about and then we also have to speak about efficiency and facilitating best democratic practices. So there the idea of promoting research based or studies, referring it to committees, how that leads to research based or evidence based discussions, and thereby good laws. Like if you take the privacy law, there was a lot of discussion, a lot of committee recommendations, some committees where even Shashi Tharoor and other experts were there. So the speaker has a major role in ensuring that the bills go to the respective committees, and to ensure that experts are there, to ensure that the bills are properly discussed, to ensure that expert opinion is there, to ensure that the bills whichever is relevant is discussed and properly accountability is also maintained, and all of that is contained. And then to ensure transparency, for example, the Himachal Pradesh Assembly tried with things like live telecasting assembly and some other this thing. So you can talk about some examples how they can ensure there is transparency, how they can ensure accountability, how they can ensure training and research. The Rajasthan case study of how seminars and study measures were also inculcated, like added onto their program to ensure that there is better democratic and evidence-based policy making and discussions. So these are some of the examples. Like you can talk about the different role that speaker plays. You can add constitutional articles, and somewhere in between try to add the issues as well. Like in Nabam Rabia judgment, for example, there was a notice for the Honorable Supreme Court noted that if there is a notice for removal pending, then the role of the speaker should be restricted to a certain extent. Accordingly, you can note the Nabam Rabia judgment or the Kihoto Holohan judgment, where the role of the speaker was slightly criticized, where judicial review for anti-defection was also upheld, where judicial review was noted as part of the basic structure and hence central to protecting rights. And then something like the Jagjit Singh case, wherein the court noted that the allegations on neutrality of the presiding officers should also be taken seriously because they affect the whole process, the whole central process of democracy, the whole process of legislations. So that is also very sometimes the neutrality is central, although political, they sometimes have a political background. Neutrality is central to their functioning and central to the idea of parliamentary functioning. Then you can quote the Sampath Kumar judgment, wherein court noted that court gave a time of 3 months to decide on anti-defection. So presiding officer, sometimes the kind of delays that happen is also something that is criticized. So the idea of a time limit or deciding within a certain point of time, certain amount of time, is also central, as noted by court in this case, Sampath Kumar case. So you can quote 4-5 relevant cases related to speaker or presiding officers, like as I said, Nabam Rabia case, Kihoto Holohan case, Sampath Kumar case, Jagjit Singh case, Ravi S. Naik case, or like a list of the cases related to speaker and all that is like, because it is always asked in PYQ and it is central in the current events that are happening, you should have 5 to 10 court cases in your notes. You can quote those as well. And going forward, as I said, give what more needs to be done, as noted by Venkatachalaya committee or some expert in the that you come across in the newspaper columns. You can say what more needs to be done. They should be apolitical, they should ideally follow the UK model, or they should be there should be an accountability mechanisms, there should be a time frame as noted by court in Sampath Kumar case, etc, etc.
Hi, a very good evening to all of you. I hope prelims 2024 आप लोगों का सही से हुआ होगा. Now is the time when you should prepare for mains wholeheartedly. And to help you in assisting in this endeavor, we are coming up with a very important program known as Civil Services Accelerator Program. देखो मेंस में आपको हर कोई बोलेगा कि 450 नंबर GS 1 2 3 4 में आने चाहिए, ऐसे में 120 130 आने चाहिए, बट हाउ टू अचीव इट, वो करना कैसे है, कौन कौन से वो पिलर्स है जिन पे हम फोकस करने वाले हैं. तो पिलर्स देखो बहुत बेसिक है. फर्स्ट वी गोइंग टू इंश्योर दैट जो भी हम यहाँ करंट अफेयर की क्लासेस लेंगे, दे गोइंग टू बी लिंक्ड विद द स्टैटिक पार्ट, so that you can get a very good understanding. चाहे यूपीएससी फिर बाद में स्टैटिक पोर्शन से पूछे या फिर करंट से, आपका अच्छे से कवर हो जाएगा. सेकंड इज अबाउट एथिक्स, कि आप एथिक्स अच्छे से कवर करिए, बोथ पोर्शन section A as well as the case studies, and if you do it properly you will get very good marks. Then philosophical essays, सबसे कम मार्क्स आजकल एस्से में आने लग गए स्टूडेंट्स के, 80, 90, 100 तक मैक्सिमम लोग स्टॉप हो जाते हैं. तो हाउ टू इंश्योर दैट कि वो मार्क्स हमारे 130 तक पहुंचे, उसके लिए हम ऐसे में फोकस करेंगे. एंड देन यू गोइंग टू हैव अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टेस्ट सीरीज विच इज गोइंग टू इंश्योर कि यार अच्छे से आप प्रैक्टिस कर पाओ और इवेलुएट कर पाओ अपने आप को. एंड दीज आर द इंपॉर्टेंट एरियाज विच वी गोइंग टू फोकस अपॉन. इनफैक्ट दीज आर द पिलर्स ऑफ मेंस प्रिपरेशन. फॉर करंट अफेयर्स, a team of faculties including me, we are going to assisting you in each and everything. We'll have Rajvardhan sir, we'll have Neha ma'am, me alongside some other faculties will also be part of this. We'll focus on 3 areas. Okay, जो टॉपिक बहुत स्टैटिक लगते हैं लेकिन वहां से करंट का क्वेश्चन हर बार आता है, जैसे लोकल सेल्फ गवर्नेंस, ऐसे क्वेश्चंस को हम पहले से ही संभाल के रखेंगे. सोसाइटी के बहुत सारे टॉपिक हैं ऐसे जहां से बार बार क्वेश्चन आता है, लगता नहीं है कि आएगा बट आ जाता है. ट्रेंड स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन, फाइनेंस कमीशन, क्लाइमेट चेंज, ऐसे ऐसे जितनी भी थीम है वो इसमें आएंगे. एंड थर्ड, ईयर स्पेसिफिक. ईयर स्पेसिफिक मींस दैट इस साल जैसे मान लो साइंस एंड टेक में कुछ अच्छे डेवलपमेंट्स हैं तो यूपीएससी वहीं से पूछ लेता डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन. सो दोस काइंड्स ऑफ करंट अफेयर विल आल्सो बी कवर्ड. सो दैट्स व्हाई इफ यू वांट टू बिकम पार्ट ऑफ अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कोर्स, दिस इज द कोर्स फॉर यू. कि सारी आपकी करंट अफेयर की चिंता फिनिश. With respect to ethics, we have one of the most stalwart person, Atul sir. Atul sir has been teaching for more than 13 years ethics. है ना, जब से शुरू हुआ है 2013 से पेपर, तब से सर पढ़ा रहे हैं. And if you want to get his mentorship, then eventually जितने भी प्रॉब्लम्स आते हैं एथिक्स में वो सारी सॉल्व आउट हो जाएंगे. चाहे वो आपकी बेसिक कंसेप्ट हैं, कंटेम्प्रेरी एग्जांपल्स हैं, इफ यू नॉट एबल टू इंक्लूड द थिंकर्स इन द आंसर, वो भी सॉल्व हो जाएगा. Along with the answer writing is going to become very very refined. In fact, he has already taken an orientation session. You can just watch it on our YouTube channel and you will get very good outcome for that. एथिक्स में जो होंगे लगभग 20 घंटे के आसपास क्लासेस होंगी. आपको पीवाईक्यूज वगैरह के लिए हेल्प की जाएगा, हैंडआउट्स दिए जाएंगे, अच्छे एग्जांपल जाएंगे, एंड प्लस मोर इंपॉर्टेंटली 1-to-1 मेंटरशिप इज गोइंग टू बिकम अ पार्ट ऑफ इट. सो एथिक्स इज वन एरिया वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. देन कम्स द एसे. In the essay, we are going to focus upon philosophical areas. तो पहले वहां पे आपको टीच भी करेंगे, me along with Manikant sir as well as Kapil Sikka sir. We are going to be part of this so that those of you who can eventually get the best out of yourself, आपको कोई भी रुकावट नहीं आनी चाहिए. So focus किस चीज पे रहेगा? Coverage of all the important themes which are there in the PYQs. और सबसे ज्यादा फोकस फिलोसफी पे ही करेंगे. Then handouts दिए जाएंगे, आपको एक्सपर्ट फैकल्टीज के साथ 1-to-1 मेंटरशिप भी कराई जाएगी. एंड एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ दिस यू कैन स्कोर वेरी हाई इन द एसे. लगभग 25 से 30 घंटे की क्लासेस होंगी, कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव हैंडआउट, कंपाइलेशन, वर्कशीट, 1-to-1 मेंटरशिप, सारी चीजें आपको अच्छे से दी जाएंगी. एंड इफ यू आर एबल टू अचीव इट, मेक श्योर दैट कि आप तरीके से उसको यूटिलाइज करें एंड फाइनली आउटकम लेके आए मेंस के अंदर. एंड फाइनली व्हेन इट कम्स टू टेस्ट सीरीज, ऑल द फैकल्टीज आर गोइंग टू बी टुगेदर टू इंश्योर दैट जो भी आपका एरिया होगा उसमें आपको अच्छे लेवल का हम आउटपुट दे पाए, आपको अच्छी मेंटरशिप प्रोवाइड कर पाए, चाहे वो GS 1, 2, 3, 4 या फिर एसए पेपर हो. So that's why you're going to have a test series also along with this. And in this test series, we have to make sure questions quality, model answers, the discussion sessions, all of them they are top notch, so that इस साल जो मेंस है आपके लिए एक eventually game changer बन जाए and we are able to become a part of your success journey. This is the objective with which we are starting this program, and this program is going to be very very useful for all those students who are eventually becoming part of the mains for this year. अभी prelims का रिजल्ट आने वाला है, so let us hope majority of you have worked very hard, आपका final call आ ही जाए. Many sessions are going to happen. Some have happened, like ethics का session has already been taken by Atul sir and June 25 was taken. essay का जो है 2 जुलाई को होगा. Answer writing template का जो session है, it will be taken by the rank 4 of this year. It's going to focus specifically on paper 2, paper 3. Current affair की classes 28 जून को first होगी, it will be dealing with IR. इसकी सेकंड क्लास होगी वो नेक्स्ट वीक ऑन द जुलाई ऑफ 4th होगा. सो व्हाट इज रिक्वायर्ड फ्रॉम योर साइड, आप इन सेशंस का पार्ट बनिए. दीज सेशंस आर ओपन इन नेचर. ट्राई टू गेट योर डाउट्स रिजॉल्व्ड एंड वंस यू फील लाइक नहीं ट्रस्ट आ रहा है, कॉन्फिडेंस आ रहा है इस इंस्टीट्यूट पे, देन बिकम अ पार्ट ऑफ द program, and once you become part of this program, we'll take care everything from your side. Okay, so all the very best. If you have any query, any doubt, you can reach out to these numbers. These numbers, if you dial, you'll get the link to our counselors and they will help you out in understanding. if कोई डिटेल में आपको लगता है कोई इश्यूज लग रहा हो कि भाई ये मुझे समझ में नहीं आया अच्छे से, they will help you out with respect to that also. And for all the important kind of videos, you can stick to our YouTube channel and we're going to help you out in the whole UPSC civil services preparation. All right, all the very best. Thank you so much.